Hello, my name is Spencer Walker of HRP Associates, and today we're going to be looking at Connecticut's Release Environmental Assessment and Cleanup Tracker, otherwise known as REACT. We already have a video on the basics of REACT, what it can be used for, who should, sign up for an account, maybe whether that's site owners that are part of the regulated community here in Connecticut, or property managers, or even environmental consultants like us at HRP. So check out that video. But in this video, we're gonna be looking at specific actions in REACT. Specifically today, looking at how to associate yourself, or otherwise known as affiliate yourself, with a case so that way it appears on your dashboard and you can start managing it ASAP. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna log on to REACT, and here you can actually see I have this banner at the top that says UAT Test Portal. If you're signing on to REACT, make sure that if you actually want to manage a case, that it doesn't show this UAT test portal on top. This is the sandbox version, so anything I enter here isn't really going to be actually populated in REACT. It's just built so that way we can, environmental professionals like us can kind of like test out the features. So just want to remind everyone, if you see UAT test portal at the top, know you're in the sandbox feature and not actually in the REACT system. But otherwise here, we can kind of go, for most cases, they're either going to be created by CT Deep. For instance, if you have an emergent reportable release that had to get called into the spills hotline, that would already be created by Deep, and you'd be provided, whether it's environmental professionals like me or site owners or release managers, would be provided with a case number. So for that instance, we can kind of just go search for properties and go to criteria search and actually enter the case number ourselves here. So I've got one chosen for us in this example, DCN 203472. And again, this is a fake case that I created just to help us out with this video here. So you can actually click on that case, and all this stuff is already reviewed in our on our first REACT video, but it's all sort of populated here. We've got our release-based case, our example case, located here at the HRP Farmington location, and this is our case page. So we've got a bunch of different case information here, and in order to actually start editing this information or submitting some sort of report, maybe it's an immediate action report, we'd have to affiliate ourselves with this case so it's added to our portfolio and we can start managing that case. The confusing part is that if you click Add Affiliates, you'll get this banner here that says affiliate already exists for this case. So when a case is created, whether by its CT Deep or your environmental professional like an LEP or something like that, we are already adding the baseline affiliates, typically the regulated entity who's managing that case, who's in charge of that case. So it's a little counterintuitive, but we'll actually want to go to Edit Affiliates here. And it'll bring us to another page that's all about managing who's affiliated with the case. As you can see here, that's what I already mentioned. The regulated entity in our test case, that's HRP Associates. The contact for that regulated entity is John Doe. And then a billing contact for that case. So this, every time you either add or edit an affiliate, it's gonna double check to make sure that this regulated entity is correct. So you're just gonna wanna go down to that next page here. And this is where you actually can start adding affiliates. Again, showing the regulated entity, who's first submitted the case, that was me. And then if you wanna add yourself, or maybe if you're working for a client, you wanna add them, maybe there's a legal representative, an admin representative for that regulated entity, you can just go to add additional contact here. And this is really what we're looking at here in this this video. So you can choose your relationship to the case. Again, maybe it's a brownfield applicant, a licensed environmental professional. Maybe we're working it with HRP. One of our LEPs can get assigned to the case, or a permitted spill cleanup contractor, a permitted environmental professional. So for our example here, I think we'll just put ourselves as other technical environmental professional. And everything in REACT, as we discussed in our last video, everything's operating under drop-down menus. So even if you start typing yourself here, so maybe I'll type in my name, I should come up because I'm already the submitter, and you can see I'm already populated on that drop-down menu. So I can just click that, and you can start adding the account address, like 197 Scott Swamp Road. But as you can see, that isn't necessarily added to this specific drop-down menu. React works in a bunch of different pockets of drop-down menus rather than one holistic drop-down menu. That way, if one account name or account address gets messed up, it's not necessarily gonna mess up the entirety of React. So it's more of a preventative measure there. But what we can do here is you can just add new address. And then this would be 197 Scott Swamp Road, and then Farmington, CT, Farmington. And you just click verify address, and this will go through all the US postal code stuff, and you can select that address, and it'll be added automatically. So you just press done, and then it'll populate it right there. And then I'll just put in a dummy phone number here. Look at that. So then once you click, just double check everything is correct. You know, you've got your relationship to the case. I'm an other technical environmental professional. It's got my account name that pulls from React, an account address and phone number. And you press submit here. And it should take a little bit, but this is essentially associating yourself with the case or affiliating yourself with the case. And now it won't look any different here, but if you navigate back to your home page, you should see that your cases are populated under your case management page. So now you can, if you're a site owner or a licensed environmental professional that's got a lot of cases they're working on for different properties and different clients, you can start populating this dashboard and actually start running reports. You can see this dashboard's got scheduled submittals. Scheduled means that there's either some sort of report like environmental assessment report or some sort of immediate action report that's due, and scheduled based off of when that release was discovered. You can actually, if I've only got one case here, but if you've got a bunch of different cases, you can organize them by cleanup stage, whether investigation started or if there's groundwater monitoring going on. And you can sort by different milestones for your cases. You can see these 3 cases here that I've got managed here. One, I've achieved a milestone, and the other 2 have been scheduled. So lots of different options for you when working your dashboard, but the important part is that you're affiliating yourself with that case, and you can begin actually managing that case. So that's everything you need to know about creating yourself as an affiliate in React to better manage your cases on your dashboard. If you've got additional React questions, check out our YouTube page. We'll have a bunch of different React videos on specific topics, and CT Deep also has a lot of React videos on their webpage. Make sure to subscribe to HRP's YouTube channel, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment if you got any questions. We'll see you on the next video.